Hello, Vikram.
Hello, hello. How are you,
How are
Sean?
you? I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good.
Cool. Welcome to our first live stream in 2022. Vikram, how special do you feel to be part of this first one?
Yes, yes. It feels like I'm the initializer of this year. So let's initiate the videos, the stream, and everything we can.
Perfect. Yeah, yeah. We're the 2022 guinea pigs. We get to see start everything off and test it out. So
Yes.
yeah. So thanks to hello to everyone joining. This is, like we said, this is our first video in 2022. This is the first of our Postman Live series. We're entering our third season of Postman Live. So we started this in 2020, and we ran our first season in 2020, season 2 in 2021, and now we're on the third iteration of that. And so super excited. We've had some cool things happen in the past 2 years. We've had a whole bunch of different types of streams. So we've had guests come on and we built cool stuff together. Yeah, Arlemy says first live stream was best live stream. So no pressure, Victor.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Arlemy.
um, but yeah, in the past we've had blindfold challenges, which is, no spoilers yet, but that's what we're going to do today. We're going to surprise Vikram with an API and have him do some cool things with it. We've had partners come on and build cool things together. We've had part of our founders or some of our founders come on in the past and talk about things Postman related. So super excited to get this season kicked off and started. And Vikram, what do you say we introduce ourselves so folks know who is kicking this off this year? Do you want to start?
Yeah, of course. So yeah, I joined Postman maybe back at the end of this 2021, and I'm developer advocate at Postman, doing some good stuff, cool stuff with Sean and Arlemy and team at Devrel team at Postman, and looking forward to have a great year ahead with lots of learning.
Awesome. And where are you based, Vikram?
Yeah, I am based from Mumbai, India.
Cool. Awesome. And hey, everyone, I am Sean. I am also a developer advocate on our developer relations team. I am based in New York City, in Brooklyn. And yeah, I've been here, I don't know, about a year and a few months. So yeah, I was here for all of our streams last year and excited to do these ones. Anything else, Vikram? Did I miss anything? I think that's
I
good, right?
am just guessing like I'm missing something, or just thinking like what are the things I need to talk.
Yeah, no, I think, yeah. So, I mean, we can talk a bit about what we're going to do today. We won't like dive in yet, but for folks joining or for folks interested in what we're going to get into, we are going to do another one of our what we call blindfold challenge. And so we're not actually going to blindfold anybody and see if they can code that way. I think that'd be a little bit too challenging. Maybe not make the most interesting stream with people typing blindfolded, but yeah, so the goal today is going to be I have a few APIs picked out that I want Vikram to find and explore and hopefully do some cool things with. He truly has no idea what's in store for him, and hopefully not too nervous, hopefully excited about it. But yeah, we're hoping that folks, in the chat, if Vikram gets stuck at any point, you can help out. If you have ideas or if you want to see him do something different than I had planned, like that's one of our favorite things about these streams is getting other people involved and seeing what folks in the audience want us to do. So that's kind of a quick overview of the plan for today. But before we dive into that, Vikram, let's go ahead and talk about some, in case you missed it, and announcements and stuff, because we've actually been off for 2 or 3 weeks now. We took some time off for the holidays. And so I know folks have missed us live streaming. So here's our smiling faces back at it for 2022.
Yes, yes, there are lots of things to be put forward to our dear audience. Lots of hacky things.
Yeah, it has been an exciting time. So I'm going to talk about some of the things that you might have missed if you're just joining, for the first time this year, or it's been a few weeks since you've been with us. So I'm going to share my screen here. And it's kind of small, but here, if you're interested, these are our release notes. And this is a great place to go and just kind of keep tabs on different things that have come out recently. And this is the most recent thing that we have up here. And this is something that has been asked for a while, and people are super, super excited about support for gRPC requests. And yeah, one of our colleagues posted on like Twitter or LinkedIn about it, and it just blew up, and we kind of saw how excited people were about this. And so it's awesome that we got it out, and people seem to really be excited and appreciative that this is out. So here in the chat, if you want to just kind of check out the release notes on it, go to that link, and it talks just a little bit about how to get started, testing your gRPC request. And so definitely something, we recommend. And, like I said, people are very excited about. So this is one cool thing. Another thing, this is in this 9.71 release. There's also variable types or different variable types in environments and globals. And this is something that I know Vikram and I very much appreciate. Vikram, do you want to take a stab at explaining this and why this is helpful, especially for folks like us?
Yeah, of course. Like if we are like on to sharing something like very private, it can be any API key or any kind of things that we don't need to show to the world while keeping on the things going, then this is the first class thing I would say to have hands on to the particular environment. Like it can be anything, it can be your secret key, it can be your API key, anything. So this is the best feature. Like I personally love to keep things handy, keep things secret. It can be very helpful. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, right. And we'll see this in action today. So we're not going to do, spoiler alert for Vikram, we're not going to do any gRPC requests. So you don't have to worry about that. You won't see that in action. But Vikram will be making use of this secret variable types and hiding some key information from folks. But yeah, so these are some of the release notes. Like I said, if you want to come through here and just check out some of the things that we've announced, this is a great place to check that out. There's a ton here, so I'm not going to dive in, and keep scrolling back and scrolling back. I'll let you kind of do that on your own. But the other thing that I think is worth sharing are some recent blog posts that we've shared. And so I'll come over to this tab here, and I'll drop this link in the chat if folks want to check it out. But this is another great place to come if you're just interested in seeing different content that we're putting out, different feature announcements, right? The release notes have a good kind of brief description of the different things that come out. But if you're looking for information on, specific feature or a deeper dive or explanation on the features, this is a great place to go. So I'll point out a few fun things here. I'll make a shameless plug for a blog post that I wrote. It's New Year's and people have different kinds of resolutions. And so I just wrote a fun little blog post that has 6 APIs. And I think this is just the cutest graphic. This is like one of kudos to our creative team.
I personally loved it, and like it really helps to find out the resolution. I would say it's awesome. Good
Cool.
work, Sean.
Yeah, thank you, Vikram. I appreciate it. So that's just a fun blog post, but there's also quite a few other meaningful features, and not just kind of a cute blog post. Domain capture, right? So this is if you're an organization and you want to make sure you understand how everybody in your organization is using Postman. This will allow you to kind of group everyone together and figure out how folks are using Postman and from your team. I'll scroll down a bit. So here's a blog post that talks a bit more about the secret variables that we talked about. And again, there's so many blog posts that just were released. We started off 22 really strong with a ton of stuff. So I'm not going to do a deep dive on any of them. I just want to give people a kind of a taste of the different things you can look at. I think I'll scroll down a tiny bit more. You'll see Ken Lane pop up here quite a bit. And he wrote kind of this awesome series that talks quite a bit about being API first and, why should you be an API first company? How do you become an API first company? And then there's also this really cool book that Postman has written that talks about like the API first transformation. Is it, Vikram, is it a graphic novel? Is that how I would describe it? Is that the right phrase? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So I actually haven't seen the hard copy, but I've seen the digital copy, and it's pretty sweet.
Same here. Like I like after looking the soft copy, I think I would love to have the hard copy as well, because that hard copy will have some different kind of, you can say, the illustration, the graphics and all will be on the different level.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm excited for it. I don't know if we didn't get some of the cool swag that has been out there, which we'll talk about in a second here. But yeah, so if Postman folks are listening, Vikram and I want some of this cool swag. I don't think we'd mind having one of the graphic novels or some other cool things that we're talking about. You support that statement, Vikram?
Oh yeah.
So Jettison is talking about a graphic novel could be a giveaway for a promotion. And I think that sounds like an awesome idea. And with that, that's a great transition. I want to talk about something cool that we have going on here at Postman. So we are in the process of starting a swag giveaway. And I will pull up a tweet here from our very own Joyce Lynn. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to play it per se. But you can probably get the gist of it. So basically, what's going on here is Joyce asked a bunch of Postmanauts, and that's what we call the folks that work here at Postman, for their favorite feature of Postman. And so it's a cool, almost 2-minute video of different Postman folks saying what they like most about Postman. And so this is kind of get a conversation started. And what we really are hoping for is to hear from you folks out there what your favorite feature is. And so let me share this tweet with you all so that you can watch it and check it out and get involved in the comments, because we do have a cool swag giveaway. I don't want to spoil what the swag is because I'm not sure that I know 100%, but it is something cool. And to do it, so you have to, you're going to want to watch this tweet. You can get an idea of some of the different features that Postman folks say is their favorite. And in order for you to be eligible for the swag promotion, you will have to tweet a Postman feature, right? So tweet your favorite Postman feature before January 27th and include a hashtag so that we know that you're trying to do it for the swag giveaway. So check out that tweet. It's a cool video. You'll see some familiar Postmanauts in there. And you have an opportunity to win some cool Postman swag. And here are kind of the guidelines, right? So just say your favorite feature and make sure you tag or do a hashtag of Postman favorites. And then Joyce will pick a random person and you'll get some cool Postman swag. And I think, Vikram, unfortunately, I'm going to guess Joyce is going to say we're not eligible. I've already chimed in on the thread myself. You can see. So mine is API client. I'll zoom in so you can see. Oh, it's the wrong thing.
Mine is like chaining request. Oh yeah.
Chaining request.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is. Well, I'm glad that's your favorite because we might have to do that today at some point, Vikram.
Sean,
I did not include the hashtag. So, all right. I guess I've made myself ineligible anyway. What's the policy on liking your own tweet? Is that a faux pas?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'll go for it.
Or maybe the retweets. Maybe a retweets.
Maybe, yeah. Retweet or something. But yeah, here's some other ones. Interceptor from Jeremy Field. Love it. But yeah, so it's super fun. I think it's going to be a really fun thread. Danny Dayton chimed in. He said his is using collection environment and global variables to pass data from one to another. So I think that's kind of what you were talking about a little bit as well, Vikram, just this idea of chaining requests, taking information from one and passing it on to the other.
Basically it'll help. It cuts down like almost 40 to 30% of work, like automating stuff and all. So I love that feature. You handle it everything programmatically.
Totally. Yeah. I couldn't agree more. So so send your tweets. Tell us what your favorite Postman feature is and get yourself in the mix for some cool Postman swag. And I must say, we do have some cool Postman swag. I've got one fun shirt on here, but there's much cooler stuff out there. All right. I'm going to pull my screen off. So it's just me and Vikram now. And I think now, Vikram, it is time to reveal what your challenge for today will be. How do you feel?
Yes, I'm ready.
Cool. Okay. So again, for those that are either just joining us or just skipping into this part of the video, watching later, we're doing a blindfold challenge today. So that means I have picked an API or a series of APIs that I want Vikram to explore and use to do some fun stuff. He has no idea what he's in store for other than, that he'll be surprised. So I'm sticking with kind of this New Year's theme, right? I wrote the blog post talking about, keeping resolutions. And I think one thing that, folks often say when a new year happens, at least, I don't know, in New York, I hear people say this and it drives me crazy, but they're like, new year, new me. And so they want to get like, do new things, make things fresh and keep things, like up to date or whatever. And so what I thought could be fun is updating some of our profile pictures for things that we use, publicly or Postman. Right. So we just saw Twitter. We have, everyone's got like their little thumbnail that shows like, who you are. It could be something funny. It could be something, it could be whatever, an emoji if you wanted to. So what I thought would be fun would be finding an API that allows you to kind of make a new like little avatar for yourself. And once we do that, seeing if there's something we can't like update and have, programmatically update to give yourself this new picture on some profiles.
Okay, so what can be what can be those profiles? It can be Twitter or LinkedIn or anything.
Good question. So the API we're going to use is kind of a fun one. So it's not going to be, I think LinkedIn is probably, more buttoned up and more, professional pictures. So it's going to be like a fun, like little like cartoon avatar. And so I think we'll avoid LinkedIn. And I'm not going to spoil which ones we're going to use. I have one in mind, but let's first just check out that API and then we'll see. We'll kind of go from there. But that's kind of like the gist for today's challenge.
Okay. Picking up an avatar API. Okay.
And Arlene wants to know if we can get an NFT of that picture, and that's a great question. I think that's we'll dive in and see what kind of excuse me, NFT stuff we can do. Um,
So
cool. So normally with these challenges, sometimes it has been like, we want people to find an API based on certain like criteria, and there's like an API in mind. For this one, I'm going to tell you the API ahead of time and have you kind of just be like, okay, here's the API I want you to use, and now go ahead and tell us what you would do with it. Right. So
okay,
does that make sense at all?
yes, yes,
Okay. So I'm going to share a link to the name of it. It's called DiceBear, which is a funny name. So
DiceBear. Okay,
I think from here, Vikram, if you wouldn't mind sharing your screen, now that you know the name of the API, let's follow you along in this journey and see everything that you're doing DiceBear related.
okay. I don't know what's DiceBear is, so I have shared my screen.
Yes, so let me pull
Mm,
that up. And for folks watching along, I'm going to move the chat over to the side just so we have more real estate on like what Vikram's doing. But we're still watching and still making sure that we're following along. So if you have suggestions or something pumps up that you want to say, like we can still see it. We can pull your chat on screen.
okay.
So Vikram, you said you've never heard of DiceBear before, right?
I'm not like
Cool.
I don't have an exact idea what this does, but as the name says, like it's an avatar library, so assuming like it will create a best cartoon avatar for of us. Okay, so what's in it? Do we need to install something? No, everything will be on Postman. Oh, wait, wait, wait. If how about searching here? Mm,
That would have been
okay,
nice, huh?
good one. So I need to
So
create one.
can we talk real quick about what you just looked for and what just happened?
Yeah. So I don't have what I really don't had an idea about dice beer, so I just googled it and checked like what this dice beer avatars do, and this is the first page that popped up, and I don't know like what will be the next step I will be doing. So probably I will be reading the documentation, but in between I just clicked like I just thought like it might be there in our Postman public API network, but that was not of my luck. So
Yeah.
I have to go through the documentation.
Yeah.
So
So I knew this one wasn't in the API network. And so, yeah, now for some of them in the past, like there has been collections that were in the API network and it was easy to get started. So it looks like for this one, Vikram's going to have to kind of manually go through and see what we can do.
okay, so it's an avatar level for design. Best of all, you provide simple way. Okay, you can start directly. So yes, we will start with this one. A free HTTP API is easy to just use the following URL as an image source.
Arlie
Okay,
says, tricked you. That's one of many
so
tricks to get
how
started here.
okay, so what I will do, I will make a small collection here and name it as my avatar. What's this? Let me check. I don't know what this exactly means. It will just pull out some image or something. I don't have an idea. So let me hit and then check what it
that
can
is
do.
that is pretty much always
Oh,
my plan is just click send and see what happens.
so yes, it said like not found. So what else I need to do now? Replace prints with the male, female, human. Oh, okay. Avatars and the value of seed can be anything you like, but don't use any sensitive or personal data. Okay, so It can be human. So what do you suggest, Sean? What should I use in seed?
It says anything you like.
Okay, I like Jerry. Mouse.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this?
Hey.
Yes, what is? I don't know. Like this popped up something.
Yeah, I truly have no idea what that is, but that is our human named Jerry. It looks like.
Okay, like is there? There's no animal. Maybe if I have put animal here, then maybe some different, or maybe the cartoon Tom and Jerry kind of thing would have popped up. But I think there are something different stuff here.
Yeah.
Mm, okay, so we provide a large number of author styles for design. So also like just to repeat, mine task is to get an avatar of mine pick, right? Or it can be any pick.
Yeah, so it can be, I think as you explore this API more, it's like I don't think you're going to get one that's uh, you're not going to build one that looks like Vikram per se, but you can like mess around with the different parameters and get different things based on what you type in. So there are just like a few ways you can get different avatars, and so yeah, the goal like let's just find one that you like and mess around with it a little bit.
What if I just write? I don't know like what will it pop up, but I will experiment with my name. Maybe so it is male, and I will just write Vikram.svg. Oh, this is not me. This is not me.
Yeah, the
Okay,
spectacles.
so let's find out more options. Most options can be specified using query string. Okay. Note that you have to encode the value and following URL for the example to set blue background. Okay, so I need to just add a param as background one.
Oh, this is a nice little plug-in. Ah,
I don't know why it is not taking the color. Okay, it's white. I don't know.
do you want to try to grab a color that might be like you can try this. I don't know if it's going to like show up any different. Is all.
Where?
Just like I just feel like if it shows like a white background, it might not seem like it actually
Yes,
picked
yes,
it
yes.
up. Yeah, it's strange that it's not showing like the orange or whatever. Okay, cool.
I have slightly changed the color. I don't know whether it will properly pop up or not.
Yeah, yeah.
So, oh yeah, I did.
Nice.
I am just randomly naming the request.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like it.
Also, and the URL set the mode options for avatar style, mail to happy and sad. Okay,
Wonder, can it be sad and happy? I don't know. We shall see.
we can. It said like I have to pass in params. Okay, so mode is happy. It's an A.
Here, I'll move our
Yeah.
faces so we can see it. So this is
Yes.
happy. Okay. I like that. Yeah, you can see the smile through the beard.
Yes. 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 Also, like let's. I don't want to do this, but let's see how this
Let's just
works.
see. Oh.
Okay, just 1 pixel. Okay, so
Yeah.
let it be happy only. Can we add some random modes like angry?
Yeah, that's a good question.
No.
Nah.
Okay. Query string dot will not be equal to allowed values. Okay. So let's be happy then.
Yeah, I think when in doubt, go with happy.
Yes. Versioning, the API also support versioning. Also always use the latest version. Use specific version 4.6 for example. Okay. So it's their version, right? I don't know. Maybe where I can check the version. Is it saying me that the API I'm using is of version 4.6?
That's a good question. I think. Uh, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't. We don't. Nothing in the URL leads me to.
Yeah,
leads us to think that it's
it's
like a
just
specific version.
talking about a random version. Maybe they have upgraded or done something stuff while they versioning. Okay, so what's in installation then?
So Vikram, while you're looking there was a question from uh, Jawad Sroor asking if there's any tutorial videos or like a set of references for mastering Postman. And we do have quite a few resources. One thing I'll plug here is that we have a series of like educational trainings called Postman Space Camp. And so we'll talk more about that later. There's an upcoming one next week, but there's that's Postman lessons for there's Postman for developers. There's an introduction for testers. There's building an API or using the API builder. So there's all sorts of past sessions done on that, and that's just one way you can learn Postman. You can also go to our learning center in our docs and just find snippets and different videos on certain things. So, Joe, there's quite a few different opportunities to learn. So hopefully that's a good place to get you started. Or you can go to our
Also,
YouTube page. Go ahead. Sorry, Vikram.
yeah, also there is like 30 days challenge if you are very keen to learn with your own pace.
That's a great one. I'll drop that in there for folks as well.
Okay,
Yeah. So
we
this
don't
is
need
the
it.
we should put this up. This is what Vikram just recommended. This 30 days of Postman for developers. There's all sorts of learning materials in there. You can go at your own pace. Fantastic learning. So, yeah, great question, and hopefully this helps you get started. Vikram, would you mind zooming in one time for us here?
Yeah. Oh,
Great.
we don't need this right now. I think we are not using npm. Let's
Yeah,
check for
yeah, I think,
options.
yeah, exactly. I think we could just stick with the API and check out the options.
The following options are available for avatar style. What is this avatar styles? Oh, wow. Let's go one by one. Then we can create ours. So we have used Sid. So in Sid, we have used our my name and what is data URI. Mm, do you think there is like the information missing, like what exactly this all things will do? Explain
Yeah,
this background.
it could be, I think, a little bit more, uh, descriptive in like what's happening. Um, but yeah, I think I'd be curious to try some of the other like sprite types just to see, you know, because the thing you were just looking at before where there was like croodles and stuff, like that looked kind of fun. So maybe we can get
Okay.
like another funny picture.
Yes, yes. So what if I write your name here?
Sure, yeah.
I am
Let's
keeping
see what comes
myself
up.
safe. Oh man. It should be like bit clear. Let's check for some HD stuff. I want to do this kind of stuff. Or
Yeah, I like
maybe
it.
this one. This one. Uh how we can do that?
So I think if
Adventure.
you go back to um,
Where?
uh, like the regular API page, like the initial API,
Yeah.
um, and yeah. So here it talks about like the sprites. Go back up to the top. You see where it says like replace sprites with male, female, human. So right now you have male in there. So yeah, if you wanted like avatars, I think all you'd have to do is change in your request to be not
Oh.
male. Yeah, let's see.
Hmm.
That's me.
Yes. But I don't think your hairs are so long.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Arlemy says, not yet, not quite a match. Just yeah, I think I could get there if I let it keep going a bit.
Adventure. So, like, I tried this one, but what does it mean? Copy. What I'm missing here? Just removing the version.
Yeah, let's see if that does
Saving. Oh,
it.
but the mood is happy, right? Why? I don't know why this is showing this face.
Yeah, try sad, see if that changes anything. I'd be curious if that's happy, what sad looks like. These ones, I guess, might like the adventurer ones. Also, I guess might not um, change those. Um, yeah, let's see what
There's
Vikram
like,
does.
oh, it changed. Yes, there is a heart in her mouth.
Oh yeah, I like that. That's kind of fun.
Okay, so how about making our own
So
avatar?
don't. So for this one, Vikram, the goal, like, let's just pick one that you like. So you can even change like instead of Vikram, like if you go back to your request, and you write like Vikram Sahu, you know, that will return something different. It's just like I think random, just based on the string. Um, right. So yeah,
Okay.
put like your last name in there as well and see. Okay. I was like, if
Uh,
you put like Vikram Sahu as one word, that should return something different.
whoa, it's me. Yes, it's me.
Yeah, that's the one.
I don't know. Maybe someone in the audience may figure out it's me or someone else.
So I would say because we want to try to you know upload this photo to another API or to a you know another platform. You know, even if we don't like love it, let's just pick one so we can you know try to do the other part of the challenge. So see if there's like you know want to give it like one or two more tries for something that you feel like you could go with.
Yeah, like yes, we can do that. Maybe this one is also okay for me, but
Okay.
I will have two tries. Okay, this one is not good.
No.
Yes, this one is good.
You like this one? Okay.
I will go with this. Yes.
Cool. Okay. So here's now where it gets a little bit interesting. So you have this image, right? The response body has come back and said, okay, this is the image we want. Is there anything we can do to like capture this image? Like what can we do if we want to like take this picture and upload it somewhere else? Any thoughts there?
What they have written, like what's the extension of this image? It's a JPG or it's some base 64 encoded string. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, great. These are great questions. So we could look at the docs and see, what it returns. We can also, I think, look at we're requesting in the URL to get an SVG. So my guess would be that we're getting an SVG.
Yeah.
But one thing that I really like about Postman is if you look in this response pane where like the image is, and we have like, all that info, you were kind of just over it, like the 200 okay. And so like there's a whole bunch of like option or information on like what came back in the response. And we also have that save response area on the right, which is, I think, super helpful.
Okay.
In this case,
to file.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
Oh, it's an SVG.
SVG,
Okay.
yep.
Cool. So should I save it? Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so now you have an avatar that it's actually kind of incredible how much it looks like you. It's I don't know how they managed to do it, but it looks like an anime character. Like with the what's the like Dragon Ball Z where they have like the Super Saiyan hair.
Yes.
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 So
it's just a matter of color, the hair color. I think
exactly.
everything is
Jennison says the resemblance is striking. I agree. We have another question here from TYE asking about crash course or video playlist to master Postman. Right. So there are plenty of resources. I recommend our YouTube page if you're looking for specific videos. I can drop a link in there. Right, so you can pick the playlist that makes the most sense for you. There are, short videos called level ups that are like 1 to 2 minute videos. There are longer videos that kind of break down bigger features or bigger pieces of Postman. So TYE, I recommend if videos is your way to get started, check out our YouTube page. That's a great place for information. Okay, Vikram. So we are about halfway through. You have successfully achieved this first part of the challenge of, navigating the DiceBear API, getting an avatar that you love and think looks a lot like you. And so now the next step is to take this image and upload it programmatically. So using an API to a platform that we use. And so the one I thought would be fun to use is I'll actually share my screen and show folks what I'm talking about here, is for our community forum. So if you're not familiar, we have our community forum where folks can ask questions. They can post things that they've done, get information on Postman related events and stuff like that. You can see, I'll zoom in here. Oh, I did the wrong thing. But on my screen, you can see I have this really cool avatar that I made last night for myself. And I did this using the Discourse API with the DiceBear API. So this is going to be your goal, Vikram, to have yourself have an awesome avatar here in this thing. So that is your goal, to use the Discourse API to programmatically get your avatar into your thing here. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to pull my screen back off, and I will share Vikram's again.
So I will again go here because I think Discourse will have some kind of APIs. Yes. Okay. I don't know. Acha. Okay, the official documentation of Discourse.
All right.
Is this the one? I don't think so.
So you're looking at the API right now. So that wasn't
Yes,
the actual
yes.
collection. But you may have noticed there was a familiar name on that collection. Did you catch it? The person who uploaded that one?
Yeah, I think. Oh, this one?
Yeah. So do you recognize that name, Hannah Neal?
Got it, got it. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know Hannah.
Yeah. Yeah. So for those that don't know, Hannah Neal was at Postman, and so if it's saying that she uploaded that collection, it's just when I see something like that, it makes me think, okay, this is somebody that I know that didn't work for Discourse, so it might not be like, how do I know if this is actually an official one? It's just, I think, something worth just thinking about a little bit.
Okay. Oh, I got it right. I think so. This may be. This may be.
So this is just another like public workspace. Oh my gosh, for Discourse that you found.
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
I don't know. Like maybe this one. This one is the exact one or not. I don't know. Blake Discourse. So I think it's an official, I think, but still not confirmed like
Yeah.
it is official or not.
And so that can be a little bit tricky, right? There's not necessarily a way to know for sure if this is the actual one. So yeah, I was going to suggest basically exactly what you're doing, and just seeing what we could find.
Okay.
And then from here, is there anything that you notice that might be helpful on the top?
Oh, the API specification.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this will help me find out.
Oh, there's a cool picture. Huh. Okay, that's good. So Vikram, walk us through what is happening right now, because I love what you're doing. I just want to make
Yes.
sure other folks can follow.
I was completely in my mood. Sorry for that.
Yeah, no worries.
So yes, as you said, like this specification will help me with the list of APIs. As I wish, I want to upload on the Postman network so that I get a proper list of APIs in that can be readable for me, not just the random JSON, which can help me out to figure out what exactly the API is, what are the requests. So I will just import this JSON and find out like what exact things this JSON has.
Perfect. I
So
love it.
I will just
Thanks for explaining.
I thanks. I will just upload this one here, and it says yes, Discourse API format 3.0 OpenAPI, and let's import it.
Isn't that so convenient?
I love the simplest way. Like thanks to the team for
Oh
such a
yeah.
great UI.
So I would guess,
Okay.
Vikram, and tell me what you think. But like all those other discourse APIs that you found, I would probably guess that folks did the same thing that you just did, right?
Yeah, because this is showing me the exact same things, the Discourse API documentation part and all. So yes, I think the the collection that I saw previously was having the same stuff,
Hmm.
and that can be used, and that can be like that. I don't need to make it redundant, so that can be used. But yes,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
this is fine, yeah, this is some good way of taking, like, I'm risk free now, so any changes in that will not affect mine. So yes, let's see.
exactly. I think yeah, now you can feel confident that this is like at least the most up to date version of, assuming that Discourse updates their spec file, right? That this is the most up to date version.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Claire
so I
Frost, and
need
way to
to
go,
upload.
Discourse. Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Claire. I love when the API spec is downloadable. I just know that I'm going to get something reliable and easy to work with. So I'm with you. Okay, sorry, Vikram.
No, 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 no. Okay, so I think I need to upload something. So I will just directly hop onto this. But I don't think there is something related to uploading the profile pic here. Is it like this one? Gravatar? Or what's the documentation says? Okay. Upload ID, upload template.
So I will say this: when I was working yesterday with the Discourse API, um, it was a little bit challenging for me to figure out how to successfully upload my picture. I don't know if that's a hint or it makes it stressful, but yeah. So I will say that, and I think something that is worth thinking about here is like, if we look at the requests, if you scroll up a little bit, right, there are some things that are kind of grouped together, and then there's a bunch of like loose requests. Um, so either their spec file was designed or defined in a way that the import kind of got a little bit funky coming in, or there were like certain things we could have done during the import. Um, but yeah, I think just that's kind of a little bit of a hint is like, as we're looking at these requests, realize there might be another area where we could get information if we're not getting what we need from just this collection.
I don't know what is this. I will
Right?
go
Yeah,
to
like C. Yeah, this.
this maybe. No, no.
So you can try that word again. I think you missed the letter when you spelled avatar.
Oh, but
Actually,
it's the same thing.
try avatar, not gravatar. It's AVA. You're missing one A. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I got it. Thanks, thanks.
Yep.
It's in you. Username, preference, author, pic.json. So, what I will do is I will check for you. Username preference. Oh, I got it.
Nice.
Okay. What's in body? I need to upload the image somewhere. Then I need to get the upload ID.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, so you are currently. This is great, Vikram. This is what was taking me a while. So
I was just thinking.
go ahead.
I was just thinking that there might be something where I can get this upload ID, but let's see. Required if uploading an avatar. Type num is avatar. Uploading an avatar since a flag. Return an ID and URL. String binary. String binary. So they want me to make the file in binary. Complete direct upload. What is this? Initiate a direct external upload. Direct external file was the usual method of editing post upload option. Now we will be going through APIs, so I don't think
Mm.
this will help out. Oh, the body scheme is form data, so I can upload the file, but still it's saying binary, string
Yeah,
binary.
you. We let's. I think you're on the right track here. So let's see um, if we can figure out how to like make this work in Postman.
So
Now
I
the
needed
trick
to
is
upload.
finding that request.
Okay, is in upload directly uploads. So yeah, create and
All right, so I'll give you another hint because this drove me crazy. Look again carefully at the example in the docs, like the URL, the endpoint. It's not in the uploads full path, right?
okay,
So it's going to be one of those loose ones at the end. Because if you if you look at the uploads uh, path, um, right, these all include in the URL. It's like uploads then slash that thing. So if you go all
yeah,
the way to the bottom, it's going to be just like, yeah, it should be somewhere in here. Yeah, yep, yep, yep.
yeah, this one. Okay, okay. Form data, select file, synchronous false. So also I need to find out the user ID now.
Yep.
For mine discourse, right?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
I can also tell it to you just so that I don't know if you'll lose anything or you'll leak anything, but you can see. Um,
Okay. Now I need to get my user ID.
So this is where, so Vikram and I spoke a little bit beforehand, and I told him I would share an API key that will allow him to do this. And so it's a fairly straightforward process if you are like an admin in your Discourse workspace. But in the interest of like ensuring that we avoid leaking any keys, I'm going to share this API key and not have Vikram try to discover it on his own, because he's technically not an admin for our Discourse space. So I'm going to share the API key, and that Jennison is saying share it with us too, please. No, we share enough keys. We're starting 22 off the right way. We're not sharing keys, especially with our secret hider now, which we'll make very good use of. But yeah, so I'm going to share with Vikram the API key that will allow him to do some of these operations. Let me find this for you, Vikram. Give me just a sec. Okay. And so, okay, Vikram, I've put it in our super secret private chat that no one will ever be able to find. And let's go ahead and well, so that one is not secret. I don't think it matters if people know your ID. But yeah, let's set up an environment here, and we just put like API key or something.
I will keep it a secret. So this
Perfect.
is
Yeah,
just
perfect.
like what we discussed at the start of the stream.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. So, if you can just show people now, like if you just start typing, so before like copying and pasting, why don't you just show people kind of how this works with just like regular typing?
So yeah. Oh, what's this? So I will. So basically, when it's default, I will be changing this type. So when it's default, it will just show whatever the secret key is, and the key is shown here. But when I change it to secret, everything is made masked. Everything is masked. So now I will just uh, use the key which Sean shared with me.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks for showing that. I think that's a great little demo of this. Yeah, this is what we talked about before. It's like a new feature.
So
I like that you
yes,
almost clicked the eye, Vikram, to show it. I was like, wait, no, that's the whole purpose. Cool.
So
Okay.
yeah, I think yeah. Now we have. Oh, don't say it. I have not saved. I have saved it. Okay. Yes, we did it.
Nice. Right. And it's keeps a secret. So one thing to keep in mind here, right now you're changing the example. So you're not actually changing the request.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And so actually what I sent you, Vikram, is the API key, not your user ID.
Okay. Okay.
So I think before
So I need to
anything, you
get,
have to
yeah.
figure out, your user ID. And you can do it programmatically. Yep.
Okay. Get a single username.
What's that top one? I like that top one.
Username. I know my username. API username. I don't know. What is that? API key you have shared with me.
So your username, yeah, that's just going to be like Vikram or Sahu Vikram P. Right? That's like the username you use on Discourse.
Okay. Username.json. It's the get. So I will be going here. Again, in username, get single username. What's on path parameter is username. So I will write username. I will save it. So now, okay, got it. Headers.
Super secret.
Okay, API username is, I don't know, but it's required, so I will just put it this one.
Yeah, that's correct. And you can use the variable that you just saved as well,
Oh yeah,
right? So that way, if you like, want to do it for something
yes.
different.
Thanks for letting me know. I just forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's set it. Oh,
Didn't give you any response. Huh. Oh, okay. Um,
weird.
Can you scroll down a little bit so we can see that response? Aha. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
the key is no more secret now.
That's okay. We'll revoke it immediately. Um,
uh, Not found discourse.example.com. Okay, so base URL is default host and
yeah. So I love Right. So what made you go here, Vikram?
yeah, so I just found that it says the URL is not proper, so I just had a thought that maybe it is visible in the collections variable.
Yeah.
So I just came here to check out like what exactly it's there. So yeah, it is there, but I don't think like this is an exact URL that we need.
Do you want to close the documentation for now, just so the documentation pane, just so we can see it better? Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, yeah. So yes, as I said, like this URL is not proper. That made me think to go like move here in the actual documentations and check out the variable part, the collection variable.
Yeah.
But I think this is also what I say. Oh, okay. So I will just check the host URL here. Is it like what's the host default? No, just a random guess. Is it like where did it go?
So
Community.postman.com. Yes.
yeah, that's yeah, exactly. So yeah, Arlem is talking about how Discourse is using their variables, right? So base URL uses the default host variable. It says they're chaining variables. It's next level,
Yes.
which is kind of fun.
Save it now.
Cool. And now if you hover over base URL, it should give us, yeah, that should work.
Oh no, not this one. Okay.
Sweet.
Params default host. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
And woohoo!
we got it.
Yeah.
So there are lots of user ID. Where is mine? Yeah, this is mine. Oh my.
So yeah, I mean, what's the information you want from this? What do you need?
I think it's user ID. So we need user ID. Yes, it's a user ID. So there are lots of user ID.
So
Here
I think
is
these
one is
IDs are
head.
for your, yeah, right. So that's, um, yeah, that's your user ID. So you can grab that. Now here's a question for you, Vikram.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll use that ID again elsewhere in other requests?
Yeah, I think so. While uploading the avatar, yeah,
Yeah. So what do you think might be? Yeah,
putting a variable.
yeah, I like it. It would have totally worked. I just think we're going to probably end up using it again. So
Yes, I agree. I forgot what was that.
yeah, he's ready. I do this all the time. Yeah, where I'm like, oh shoot.
I love this secret part. I will keep it secret as well.
No one should know Vikram's discourse ID.
Okay, now let me just check the avatar one. What it will give us. You need to be logged in to do that. Oops. What is that?
Okay, so yeah, we have everything I think we need. Let's look at our headers. Um,
It's a token. Where is the API key?
okay, yeah, that could be an issue.
Where is yeah, I don't think there was an API key. That's the reason it says
Yeah. Can
no,
you
no,
zoom in
no.
on this page, Vikram?
Sorry.
Can you just zoom in on this page?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So create and upload. So I want to create and upload.
So I think, in the interest of time, I'll help out a little bit here. Um, if you go to like the top of the discourse docs, it talks a little bit about the authorization and what you need to send. Um, and so it talks about like, um, not here. I would go back to like, the other page.
This one.
Yeah, and just go like to the very top. Um,
No.
yeah, it is. It's kind of frustrating that it doesn't let you just like, yeah, this is what I would do. Um, and it's going to show you the authentication. And if you scroll down a tiny bit, right, it tells us right here, like in these examples, if you just send this information, right, like API key as like a param in the header, we should be able to get what we want.
Okay. So it has the
So
API key. No.
I would go to the request that it just said you had to be logged in as. Because you already have the API key saved and you have your username saved. So now when we do under headers here, let's add that API key. And I think this is our super secret. Yep. And then
And
API username. And I think you saved this, right? Username? Yeah. Yeah, perfect. And now just to be safe, yeah, you can try it. Let's see what happens. It might give us another error because it might try the auth from the collection level. Okay.
that's
So this is, yeah. So
so
this is, I
upload
need
is
this
not
is V. Yeah. So we just need to convert the file to what we need.
JPG or anything.
So I just, yeah, I don't know how you do it. I just generally do like SVG to PNG free converter. I Googled it. I was looking yesterday to see if there was like an API to do it. And there were a few, but I was like, I don't know if we'll have time or if that would complicate things too much. But, I think if we wanted to like
Yeah,
automate this process, right, this is like, we could definitely find the API to do this.
I think that will be a good process of making the whole thing, like creating an avatar, then uploading it to the discourse, changing the extension, and then uploading it to the discourse. Like
Yeah.
it will be
Yeah.
an great flow. Okay, so in body again. Oh shit! This is not me. It it completely changed my avatar.
It's like yeah. Oh man.
Oh, I got
Okay.
the ID. I got the ID, the URL. So what all things I need to put on? Okay, I have created the upload. Now it's update avatar. Oh, I just need ID. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Just cross-checking the parents username.
Good. Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's still gonna do. Yeah. Oh no, that's right. Cool. Okay.
yeah. I like by mistake I have clicked the collection level.
The
So
collection. Yeah.
yeah, I don't have idea what we do. There is no API just to keep API
Yeah. So
key.
this is something that like I think it's lowercase, Vikram. I think he is lowercase, but I could be wrong.
No,
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
it's, yeah. So I think the idea was to make this API key on the collection level or folder level to skip this kind of process.
Yeah. I mean, we're certainly at the point where we're just kind of like getting it done. But yeah, the things you're
Yeah.
talking about in terms of making it more like scalable and repeatable. I think it's going to be mad that you don't have. Oh,
Oh,
sweet.
yeah.
Okay.
It's done, but I think it's showing one issue. What's that? Oh, I think it's a warning. We can ignore it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't need the warnings. But 200 okay is a good sign. Do we want to check your
Yeah.
profiles? Yeah, if we refresh, what do we get?
No, no.
Oh, interesting. That's not what we wanted. It did change something, but that's not. I wonder if let's try to get. It might just be like a weird file because it looked funky from the converter. So what if let's like convert it? Let's use like a different converter or something. Because even when we
Yes.
looked at it regularly, it looked off. I don't know what happened to
Let's
it.
do it PNG.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, it's done.
Nice, and that looks good.
This look good. Yeah.
Well, good relatively speaking. Compared to the last one, it looks it looks great. But,
Params.
okay. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to go through that workflow, right? Where we now like upload this new
Yeah.
photo or create and upload. Yeah.
This one PNG. Sending it out.
Okay. And while Vikram's going through this workflow, Clarifro says apparently there is an API for comparing images. So that, if we build this out, Vikram, we can add this API that Clarifro recommends. Okay. Wait, so you uploaded it. All right, let's check it out.
Yeah.
All
Let's
right,
see.
come on, avatar. Show me anime avatar guy.
No.
Oh,
What?
wait,
What's this?
I have an idea. Okay, so go back to the request. And I don't know if you're saying in this request, right? So go to the authorization and or no, headers. And let's add the API username field as well. I don't know if this will be it, but I know that was something we had in the other one and we don't have here.
Yes.
But either way, it did change your thing.
Should I hard reload it?
I'll pull it up on my screen too and see.
No. Didn't.
Yeah, I see the S for you. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, let's try. Okay.
Validating against draft required part where a username was not found in the transaction.
Yeah, I think that's just
Oh,
comparing it.
wait a minute. I got it. I think
Ah,
this was the one.
okay. Status okay.
It should change. No.
Shoot, I feel like we're so close.
Yes.
It's doing
Yes.
something. The thing is that's confusing is it is changing something.
Upload avatar.
If anybody in the chat has some ideas on why it would be changing to not the correct photo and just giving them the letter. Oh, yeah. Let's try. Yes.
I just moved on to this official one.
I like it. Gravatar. Okay. Oh man. Now it's
Yeah, it did. Yes.
nice,
Yes.
Vikram. Oh, nice. Whew.
Finally.
You did it. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm giving you a round of applause. That was Clarifro had some nice suggestions. Wondering if there was a size limit. Try upload it right with some debugging ideas. Right, upload it using the browser UI. Yeah, Vikram, how did you just looked at like different parameters and thought like let's try.
Yeah. So basically, when the upload was showing me success here, but it was not giving an exact result to what we required, right? So I just tried to figure out what are the types of things that we need to change here in the response. So it was just a random pick when we had gone through the documentation, and I figured out like let's check again and try out different things. And there we noticed like there are something like called as uploaded systems custom avatars. So yeah, that was
Sweet.
one thing. Yeah.
Awesome. I'm thrilled. I'm happy we got it working. I thought you did a fantastic job navigating the docs and taking like a pretty, rough idea of what we were doing and just going for it. So kudos to you, Vikram. Thank you for coming on and being such a good sport.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah.
You helped me.
A little
Claire
bit, but I
helped
mean,
me.
Claire Fro was helpful, but yeah, you were, this is great. Okay, I'm going to pull your screen off for now. I'm going to call this a success. If anybody's interested, we can put this, Vikram can make this a public workspace and make this collection available so folks can like follow the same thing. So yeah. So we're going to say blindfold challenge successfully passed. So 2 big thumbs up for me, Vikram. And right on time too. This gives us like the perfect amount of time to talk about the rest of the stuff coming up. I'm going to drop another link here to Joyce's tweet, right? So this is for a potential swag giveaway. And so, if you go on to this tweet, I'll share my screen again here. And right here, here's Joyce telling us the Postman favorites. But if you go on here and leave a comment talking about your favorite feature, and leave the hashtag, I forget exactly what it is, Postman favorites, you can enter the sweepstakes to win some cool Postman swag. So I'm going to drop the rules here again. So go ahead and check that out if you want to talk about, or just see what other people saying are their favorite Postman features. And if you want to get involved in the giveaway, that's a great opportunity for that. Arlem is saying we could automatically generate Discourse users avatar using this flow. I agree. Yeah, right. Like this would be pretty sweet. And that way people don't have like just the initials and stuff. Yeah, I kind of like that. I also want to talk about some upcoming things that we have coming up. So for next week, we have 2 different streams. So first we have, I'm going to scroll to the top here. This is Postman Space Camp. I talked about this a few times actually during the stream today. So it's a 1-hour educational learning session. And this session coming up next week is an introduction for developers. So that's on Wednesday, January 12th. I will drop this link in the chat here for you all. So sign up for that if you're interested in that. There were a few folks asking how to become Postman experts, and these sessions are great opportunities for learning. So that's Wednesday, and on Thursday we have it's going to be hosted with Arlem is going to be there with Kinlane and Bruno Pedro from all from Postman, and it's going to be how Postman engineering is going API first. So if you're interested in the API first space and teams making that transition and what it looks like, that'll be another great stream for you to hop on. So 2 opportunities to join us next week, and I think that's all. This I think is the end of our first stream. What did you think, Vikram? How do we do?
Yes, it was like good to start the year with our first stream, and I really like the idea. And yes, Arlemi said right, we can add it to the automation list and do all the stuff automatically, uploading the Gravatar on Discourse every month.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I might set up a monitor and just have it like change mine, once a week or something, just to get something new up there.
Yes, I will change it again using the same API. I will make it a public one.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah. So when Vikram has that ready, this video, gets uploaded to YouTube, and we'll put description and work, and we'll put a link in the description. Geez, it's been a long stream, so that you can check that out. Cool. All right, Vikram. I think that's it. Let's hop off, and we'll see everyone next week.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.